The former Vice President, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, has stated that the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, was not only corrupt during his tenure as the governor, but also engaged in the abuse of women. This is coming from Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar, as in the Atiku we all know, the former Vice President of this country, dropped this statement. This is not coming from Natasha or any other woman out there. This bombshell is coming directly from the former Vice President of this country. Atiku made these claims during a recent interview where he criticized Akpabio's leadership record and questioned his character. He suggested that Akpabio's past actions have influenced the kind of governance he now oversees as the Senate President. So guys, let's have a listen to what Atiku Abubakar said.
Do you regret not choosing Wike as your running mate?
No, not at all.
You got reports that when Akpabio was a governor, he was corrupt.
He was corrupt. Not only he was corrupt, but he was also in the habit of abusing, women.
So who do you think is going to head the coalition, and are you going to run for president again?
We had a similar, merger in 2014, and there were about 4 of us, is it 2 or 3? We all ran for president, and one of us emerged, and we all supported the one who emerged, and he won. I have not seen Nigeria in dire need of, an experience and credible leadership than this time.
Were you surprised that the state of emergency passed so easily in the National Assembly?
I was not surprised because I know the leadership is corrupt. I have no apologies about that. And they could do anything. And the Senate President is known actually to be having those type of character even when he was a governor.
Guys, I think it's about time we started a Me Too challenge of everyone's experience with the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. I mean, his packages are becoming way too much, and is obviously affecting his leadership pattern in the Senate as the number 3 man in Nigeria. But it still baffles me how men with lots of corrupt packages get to make it to the topmost rank of our political atmosphere. This is not good for our country, and that's why we seem to be retrogressing in our development and growth as the most populous black nation on planet Earth. However, Atiku also expressed his dissatisfaction with leadership of the National Assembly, stating that he was not surprised by how easily the state of emergency was passed. He also accused lawmakers of corruption and argued that Akpabio's questionable history makes him unfit for his current position. Now, according to Atiku, he said that Nigeria is in urgent need of experienced and credible leaders who can offer better governance. Atiku also recalled the 2014 merger that brought together various presidential aspirants, emphasizing the importance of unity among credible politicians. He stated that the country has never been in a greater need of strong leadership, calling for a coalition of principled individuals to steer Nigeria towards progress. Well, as usual, many Nigerians reacted to this interview of Atiku, while many were in support of what the former vice president said. But then, there were still a lot of people that were brutally against him. Now let's take some reactions from some Nigerians. A Twitter user called Amani said, "Now that Atiku has amplified what Natasha previously said, I hope Akpabio's wife and the paid women who protested in his favor will step forward again to defend him, wife and the enablers of sexual predator." Another ex-user called Harrison HG said, "So Akpabio has been sexually harassing women even when he was a governor. Omo, the thing no start today." Another ex-user called Chidera Opara said, "The leader of the upper failure who hasn't shame but still perambulates publicly despite being accused by 2 different women of sexual harassment. One of them even slapped the living day out of his eyes. The second is in the upper failure with him and has a copy of his dick for 500 million naira. Shameless number 3.
Woman, the only Nigerian woman that has slapped his face.
Why did you slap him? Why did you slap him?
He slapped him because of his plan B. He thought that he could, since he couldn't get me to take that money, he thought that plan B, if it could come up on me, he didn't know that I'm a Port Harcourt girl. Port Harcourt girls are not moved by money, by somebody telling me that you make me a substantive MD. The Port Harcourt girls are
Can we clarify this? Because we can't gloss over a slap. What is the plan B? He came up on you. What exactly does that mean?
we were having a meeting, and Akpabio's meeting with me is either in Apple or at Meridian or whatever. Those are his meetings. I slapped him.
Well, Joy, are you accusing Senator Akpabio of attempted rape? Is that the point you are making? Or sexual harassment?
Harassment sounds better, not rape.
Okay, so you are accusing him expressly of sexual harassment?
Yes, I am accusing him.
Now we have this reaction coming from another ex-user called YSD, and he said, maybe we should start a hashtag #MeToo on Akpabio to know how many more people will come forward with evidences that he did what he's accused of doing. However, while many Nigerians were actually supporting what Atiku Abubakar said, many on the other hand have actually come for him. So according to Ralph Matt, he said, if you don't know, Atiku is still pained over the role Akpabio played in Jonathan's emergence as PDP's flag bearer in the 2011 presidential primaries. Akpabio led the campaign and ensured Atiku had no access to bribe the state delegates, so we know where Atiku is coming from. Then another ex-user called Junior Emeka said, imagine Atiku, kettle calling pot black. If not BJ in his statement said that the money Atiku embezzled as his vice can feed the next 4 generations of Nigerian citizens without investing it. Then our last reaction is coming from Rakumo, and he said, Atiku is even worse than Akpabio. During President OBJ, we could see how he wanted to deal with the country through his appointment when OBJ traveled. Unquote. Meanwhile, dear Nigerians, this seems to be an expose and revelation time. So if you have any dossier against any politician, especially at the top political hemisphere, kindly come up with it with enough evidence to back your claims. We don't want fabricated stories. So guys, let's go. Drop your comments. Let's have a conversation. Hello, you're watching Daily Events News, your favorite platform for amazing events happening across Nigeria. If you have watched up to this moment, thank you so much and kindly give us a thumb up. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. We really appreciate. And if you're seeing this handle for the first time, please kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification button for more interesting updates. Also follow us across social media at Daily Events News. See you all in our next video and thanks for watching.